Yo, 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 what is up? It is February 9th, 2026, 11 p.m. on the dot. We're going to be reading Exodus chapter 7. This one also has no name, but we're going to get into it. So let's just do it, and then we'll talk about random stuff later. Exodus chapter 7. Then the Lord said to Moses, "See, I have made you like God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron will be your prophet. You are to say everything I command you, and your brother Aaron is to tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go out of his country. But I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and though I will multiply my signs and wonders in Egypt, he will not listen to you. Then I will lay my hand on Egypt, and with mighty acts of judgment I will bring out my divisions, my people, the Israelites. And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand against Egypt and bring the Israelites out of it." Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord commanded them. Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. Aaron's staff becomes a snake. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "When Pharaoh says to you, 'Perform a miracle,' then say to Aaron, 'Take your staff and throw it down before Pharaoh, so it will become a snake." So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh, and did just as the Lord commanded. Aaron threw down his staff in front of the Pharaoh and his officials, and it became a snake. Pharaoh then summoned wise men and sorcerers, and the Egyptian magicians also did the same things by their secret arts. Each one threw down his staff, and it became a snake. But Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs. Yet Pharaoh's heart became hard, and he would not listen to them, just as the Lord had said. The plague of blood. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Pharaoh's heart is unyielding. He refuses to let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he goes out to the river. Confront him on the bank of the Nile, and take in your hand the staff that was changed into a snake. Then say to him, 'The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has sent me to say to you, let my people go, so that they may worship me in the wilderness.' But until now you have not listened. This is what the Lord says. By this you will know that I am the Lord. With the staff that is in my hand I will strike the water of the Nile, and it will be changed into blood. The fish in the Nile will die, and the river will stink. The Egyptians will not be able to drink its water." The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over the streams and canals, over the ponds and all the reservoirs, and they will turn to blood. Blood will be everywhere in Egypt, even in vessels of wood and stone." Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded. He raised his staff in the presence of Pharaoh and his officials and struck the water of the Nile, and all the water was changed into blood. The fish in the Nile died, and the river smelled so bad that the Egyptians could not drink its water. Blood was everywhere in Egypt, but the Egyptian magicians did the same things by their secret arts, and Pharaoh's heart became hard. He would not listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Instead, he turned and went into his palace, and did not take even this to heart. And all the Egyptians dug along the Nile to get drinking water, because they could not drink the water of the river. Wow, okay, so that's chapter 7. So here we see the first plague, which is the water turning into blood. And before that, we can see that basically Aaron throws down his staff and it turns into a snake. And even though Pharaoh clearly witnesses this, and there is a true miracle, whereas his magicians are using tricks that he is probably aware of, which the Bible calls secret arts in the NIV version, he still refuses to believe, and his heart is hardened, just as the Lord has said it would be. And even the miracle of turning water into blood is replicated by the magicians. It's funny, in the movie The Prince of Egypt, the magicians that serve Pharaoh, they just take food dye, and they basically one of them puts the bowl behind their back, I think, and the other one just throws food dye in there, and that is kind of to replicate turning water into blood, but it's not even really blood. So it's funny. These secret arts are just kind of cheap magic tricks, and they're not even remotely comprehensible. Not comprehensible. Remotely comparable to the power of God. I don't know why I'm spiraling. Like, I'm just using big words to use big words, and then you end up sounding foolish. It's not good. What else do I have to say about this? Not much. First plague has been um, performed. First plague has happened. Let's go with that. And we'll move on to chapter 8 tomorrow. Had a very good day today. Productive. Still have a little bit of work to do tonight, then I'm going to go to bed. And I've been playing a lot more basketball recently, so I've been super exhausted and have not been hitting the gym as much, but gotta do that. So early in the morning, gonna head to the gym, get back into it. Other than that, life is good. I have nothing to complain about. Absolutely nothing. All right. Have a good day or night, and have a blessed day, night or evening, because I always say evening, and we're not going to stop now in the name of consistency. Bye.